Before we start off with today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my friends over at So Avant-Garde. So Avant-Garde is a place where you can go and you can explore a wide range of niche perfumery, so much variety. They have discovery sets, they have samples, they have a lot to offer for those looking to elevate their collection, those who are curious about other things, of other qualities, of other brands in perfumery. All right, so save yourself some money. Use my code DEDRICK10. DEDRICK10 gets you 10% off on anything on So Avant-Garde. All right, so I know a lot of people are really in love with the brand of Mind Games as well. So I got something for you too. You want to head over to Mind Games and do some discovery, do some searching, do some looking, save yourself some money by using Dedrick10 as well over at mindgames.com. All right, so head over there, see what you like, see what you're interested in. I recommend sampling. All right, and then you can get you a good feel if you want to make a purchase from So Avant-Garde or mindgames.com. All right, so y'all check it out. Let me know what you guys get into, what you guys like. Let me know down below in the comments, man. And happy exploring for sure. All right, let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel, man. Positive vibes only. All right, so truly hope everyone is doing well. No negativity whatsoever will live on this channel. All right, so positive vibes only. All right, so hopefully everybody has the memo. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. So I've done something like this title wise, but not really, and it was inspired actually. So I got to give credit to Bowtie the Fragrance Guy for inspiring me to do this video based off conversations that I've been having. So I work with a lot of young fellas, all right? When I say young, they're in their mid-20s, early 30s, mid-30s, and a lot of them are, you know, trying to put themselves in positions to find that special someone and build with, all right? So a certain mentality that comes with these guys who I'm around every single day with my line of work. So today, and this is the question that I'm always asked, or there's something around it. Hey D, this is how it goes. Hey D, I need something that and people ain't got. I need something that's gonna set me apart. I ain't trying to smell like everybody. D, help me out. You know, what's this? What's that? Show me. Send me the link. This is what I deal with because I'm the cologne guy at work. All right. So today we have 10 fragrances, 10 fragrance recommendations that will have you smelling better than the competition. Yeah, the competition. And what could that competition be? It could be, you know, a certain love interest that you're, you know, inspired by, or a job opportunity that you are going after, or whatever, you know, that you could be in competition, in competition with who or whatever. We got 10 of them here today. All right. So PSA, disclaimer, fragrances will not help you achieve anything. They're just a layer to the way that you're groomed, how you speak, how you present yourself. They could definitely add to your mystique. They can add to your aura. So please keep that in mind. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the list. First recommendation. This is truly special. When I first smelled it, it definitely was put into a category of ain't too many people smelling like this. Like, ain't too many. Haven't come across anybody really to have a conversation about this. From the house of Tom Ford, we're talking Tobacco Oud. Tobacco Oud by Tom Ford. Yes, sir. Whiskey, cinnamon, oud, tobacco, vanilla. Beautiful breakdown. This is such a masculine classic here. Dare I say masterpiece. This is a home run hit from Tom Ford. Imagine whatever situation that you're in, being dressed the way that you can, the best way to the nines that you can be. You're well groomed and you're smelling like this, especially in these cooler weather elements. So whether it's a first date or it's a job interview, or it's something where you've been requested to put your best foot forward. If you're along the lines of that masculine vibe and you want a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of a boozy effect to that, because you can't miss on tobacco and oud when you're talking masculine, well, here you go. Kind of harder to find in the community, but it's out there for sure. So from the house of Tom Ford, something that'll have you smelling better than the competition. We're talking tobacco oud. Tobacco oud. Beautiful fragrance for sure, for sure. All right, up next, if you've been watching this channel over the past couple of months, you know that this particular DNA has stolen my heart. With this particular flanker, might be number one now. I was told that it would be when I smelled it, but it definitely is in that conversation, but more on that later. But it's definitely a showstopper from the house of OrMonde Jayne. We're talking monabco Cuba. Monabco Cuba. Cuba, that's where we are. Man, take the monabco DNA, infuse some white florals and some vanilla. Jasmine is in here. Vanilla is in here. You still get your suede, your isoe super, cashmere and wood. This stuff is excellent. And even someone's wearing Verano or Monabco Intensivo, this smells different from, okay, the DNA, base DNA is in here, but that white floral and vanilla edition, man, this stuff is killer. I sprayed this on getting ready to leave the house a few days ago. My wife was walking by my studio here and she was like, "Woo, that smells good," like an emphatic compliment. Like, just, she wasn't even in here. She was standing outside the door. And I said, "Really?" She said, "Oh yeah, that smells good." So this is one that has a lot of layers to it. You could be professional with this. You're trying to be a little sexy and have a little fun with this. There's so many layers, very versatile, great for all year round, but this might be the best of the monabco series. All of them are good, but this might be the best and definitely have you smelling better than the competition. From the house of OrMonde Jayne, we have monabco Cuba, different bottle, different style. I don't know how easy it is to grab or how readily available it is out in the community, but it's definitely one for sure to tap into, no doubt. All right, up next, one of the best, well, this is like tobacco chocolate. Like a, yeah, tobacco chocolate type of vibe. This stuff is insane. From the house of Day 3 fragrances, we have Filosofia. Filosofia by Day 3. Oh my goodness, man. This stuff is incredible. Tobacco, there's some oud, there's some chocolate. God, it's so good. Like, there's this hazelnut that's very present. Kind of thinking like Nutella, right? Nutella, hazelnut. When you first open a jar of Nutella, that initial blast of the aroma that you get, hello, this is in the vein of that. Have you ever had like a hazelnut spread from, like, you know, one of those bakery shops? That, because you don't get hazelnut spread everywhere. Like, this is what it smells like, blended with a beautiful tobacco. There's like a vanillic ambery sweetness here. This stuff is sexy. So this is where I'm thinking, you know, if you're going on a first date as well, if you're trying to set the bar, you're trying to get away from the random blue fragrance, and there's nothing wrong with blue fragrances, nothing wrong with clean, fresh. But if this is somebody, like, bro, she has potential to be like the one. Like, if you talking like that to your homeboys, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you talking like that to your partners and you're really excited and you done told the family about this person before the first date, this is something for a first date recommendation to get your nose on. Day 3 is a beautiful house. Exceptional work and quality. Mike and his team do great work, but Filosofia is one of the very best tobacco fragrances that I've ever got my nose on. Hazelnut, tobacco, oud, chocolate. God, wherever you are, there's a great possibility that someone might not be wearing this as well. You'll be the only person in that restaurant. So you could command that type of conversation from your date, or even your waiter or waitress, or even those who are around you. This one is spectacular. Filosofia by Day 3. Definitely have you smelling better than 99%. Better than the competition out there for sure. 99%, 100%. Oh yeah. Up next, from the house of Argos. Woo. This is running wild in the community. A lot of y'all love this. And I'm glad that you do, because I love it too. This is great. From the house of Argos, we have Sacred Flame. My God. Warm, peach, ambery, cashmerean wood. This blend is ridiculous. But this is more so if I was going out like to a pumpkin patch or a holiday themed event in or outdoors. Top golf, we love to go top golf here in the fall and the winter. Yeah, it'd be cold as bricks out there, but we like to go. This is something I would wear. I think having a great time just comes to mind with this. Now, this is fun and also sexy. So this is something I would recommend for those types of events, like a holiday party, Christmas party, Friendsgiving, things like that that go down during the holidays, or not. Or not. Now, this is something that, you know, if you are just feeling great and you're dressed and you're up for a good time, whether it's bowling on the first date, whether it's a party event at work, or whether it doesn't matter what it is. In my mind, that's just where I am with it. And there ain't nobody gonna be smelling like you there. It's a high probability that someone will be introduced to the house of Argos for the first time with you wearing Sacred Flame. And this is just high quality, great blends. Christian and his team do a beyond phenomenal job with everything that comes out from the house of Argos. But this is just another one. So for me, this is something that Thanksgiving Day or that holiday party, or, you know, whatever. Me and my wife going out for a nice date during the fall, during the winter time, even the spring evening. This is something that's going to be in the works, but this is a very beautiful fragrance. Beautiful. Check it out. From the house of Argos, Sacred Flame would definitely have you in a position to smell way better than the competition. All right, let's switch it up a bit. Something more on the, I guess, more unisex side of things. One of the most sexy rose fragrances that I've ever come across. Rose, red berry, saffron, pineapple. You probably know what it is if you've been here before. But if not, let me introduce you to the house of Kajal. We're talking Lamar. Lamar is just flat out sexy. Lamar is a fragrance that when you ain't up to no good, when seductive is on your mind, when the sexy is on your mind, when you are looking to mesmerize, when you are looking to intrigue, when you are looking to have an incredible memory that is intentional. And I've done this with this fragrance for sure. My wife knows what Kajal's Lamar is all about. She knows the bottle, she knows the smell, she knows what time it is. If I'm planning a certain type of evening for me and her, this is all about the sexy. This is one of my most worn date night fragrances with my wife because she really enjoys it, and I do too. It's a beautiful blend, very sexy. I'm a huge lover of rose. Fellas, don't be afraid of the florals. Don't be afraid of the florals. Ladies love florals. So what do you think they're gonna love on you? They could love florals off of you. Just another reminder. But this is a special blend. Like I said, red berries, saffron, pineapple, rose, very sexy fragrance. And on a particular evening, if you've been out, you and your girl have been out for several dates, and she's used to certain fragrances that you wear, but you want to switch it up, kind of throw her for a loop, understand me, that this could be one of those ones to consider for sure. From the house of Kajal, man, we're talking Lamar. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance for sure. All right, up next, another one that's newer to my collection, but I'm very familiar with the DNA, and when I smell this, I think that I am the man. The man. When I wear this, and I'm a huge fan of Plum, and this is top 3 Plum fragrances that I've ever come across from the house of Cinnamon Woods. We're talking Plum and Cognac. Plum and Cognac. So I customized my bottle to be a little bit different outside of the all black. I got the cream, the off-white, and the gold. Plum and booze at a high level. And this is something more towards the winter time. Not winter, I want to say fall evenings, winter time, because this is very dark, juicy plum, a rich booziness with this, a certain amount of sweetness, spice. This stuff is intoxicating. And if I'm invited somewhere, let's say one of my homies, hey bro, we all gonna meet up and hit the cigar lounge. We all gonna meet up or hit, or go do something like when it's a little bit colder out. I'm bringing that pressure. If we getting up, maybe going to get something to eat or hitting a sports bar or something like that, and it's colder out, oh yeah, I'm coming in, dark colors, groomed on a high level, and I'm trying to not be a part of the conversation of what everybody else is wearing. Because me and my friends, we know what it is when we go out. We know what it is when we link up and we have a good time. Everybody got on that pressure. Everybody got on that pressure. But I'm trying to set myself apart. And this is something that could definitely do that. Beautiful plum fragrance, dark plum, fruity, boozy, sweet, spicy. Look into its great fragrance. A lot of love for it in the community. From the House of Center Woods, we're talking plum and cognac. Plum and cognac. Now my bottle's clashing, but y'all know what it is. All right. 4 more to discuss. Up next, a fragrance that just doesn't get love. This house gets love, but this fragrance does not. And it is a very beautiful, elegant, classy fragrance from the House of Parfums de Marly. We're talking Habdan. Habdan. Not a lot of love for Habdan, but I got so much love for Habdan. Green apple, rose, saffron, oud, patchouli in here. Oh, it smells so good. A fresh rose, crisp, fruity, sweet apple with a little tardiness to the apple. The oud in here provides a heavy woods presence in here. It's not stinky at all. It's very flattering, blended in with the rose and the apple. That saffron spice in here. Very unique blend. I haven't come across fragrances that smell like this. But rose oud is a great combo if you're into that, but I haven't come across a lot of them that smell like this. This is something that sets apart. It's very sexy. This is something that we're very, I have dressed up. We're talking, going out to a specific type of like a steak dinner or, a different type of vibe, where it's very an intimate setting. I've worn this to, when I've had to really dress up for something that's going on at work. But this is really something, if you're suit and tie or suit jacket, slacks, this is something that kind of goes in that lane. Very romantic scent. So if you and your lady are going to an intimate dinner where it's Italian or a steak or something where the lighting is low and the spacing is not that much, there's kind of a, from me to you type of vibe, and you want to come off, you want to have something that's very sexy, very inspiring for the moment and the evening, this is one to look into. From the House of Parfums de Marly. Slept on in the community still, and it's been out for a while. We're talking Parfums de Marly, Habdan. Nice, beautiful, beautiful fragrance for sure. All right, up next, this is one of the most what I want to say, I guess erotic. This is an erotic, sexy, intentional fragrance for sure. My wife loves it. I know a lot of people appreciate this. From the House of Mind Games, what are we talking? We're talking Double Attack. Double Attack is a secret weapon. You get the unique dark chocolate effect here. This isn't milky or sweet chocolate. It's dark, like high level dark chocolate. Saffron, there's some bitters in here, like some bitter oranges to note. This is something that is very sexy, sultry, very mysterious type of vibe with this fragrance. I remember the very first time that I wore this, coming out of the room, getting ready to leave for my with my wife on a date. It was a little chilled outside where we were going, but it wasn't nothing crazy, but it was perfect because it was a breeze. So my sillage was just going after my wife and repeat compliments. The waiter who was waiting, who was our waiter for the evening, complimented me when he came to bring our drinks. He was like, "Man, I don't know what you got on, but whatever that is, that's different." Like, and my wife was like, oh yeah. Like, so it was just one of those ones that were produced a great memory and a compliment. But like I said, this is a secret weapon. There's some talk of double attack, and I know there's others that get love from mind games, and they should. But this, fellas, I'm telling you, this is a different type of gourmand experience. It's a unique gourmand, so check it out. Definitely will be smelling better than the competition if you're out and about for the evening. Not saying you're in the clubs, because I'm not in the clubs anymore. You know, I'm talking those lounges, those intimate settings where people are around, you know, evening party or something like that, where it's just something of a vibe instead of mayhem. This is one. So if your intent is to, you know, make yourself, well, if your intent is to be attractive in an area like that or arena like that, and you're looking for a fragrance to assist in how you look and how you are presenting yourself, that extra layer, here you go, from the House of Mind Games. Double Attack. Don't sleep on Double Attack. Don't sleep. A lot of people sleep on Double Attack, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Up next, my goodness, top 5 from the house. This stuff is special, but it's not for everybody. It's a unique blend from the house of Xerjoff. We have 1861 Decas. Decas. I'm gonna go with Decas. All right. This stuff is great. Iris, sweet. God, I love it. There's the blend here. When I first smelled it, I was taken aback because I said, okay, this is different. So it's I don't know if it's an amber or a benzoin, but I'm gonna go with benzoin here because that's what it comes across. That's really dancing with this iris in here. The opening of this thing is so unique, but when this starts to dry down, oh my God, the iris really shines here with that benzoin. Just so many other facets to this fragrance. Has some freshness to it, a bit of a powdery nature. But what I'm saying is, if you're stepping out, again, all of these fragrances could apply to these scenarios that we've been talking. First date, lounge party, holiday events, whatever's going on, job interviews, or, you know, any place where you're wanting to separate yourself from those people that are around you, because that's just the type of mood you're in, these qualify, and this qualifies for sure. Not a lot of talk about 1861. Not a lot of talk, and it should be. This stuff is spectacular. From the house of Xerjoff. Look into it, get a sample, Don't blab by anything. Sample all these. 1861, the cost is definitely one of those ones. A unique take on iris for sure. And last but not least, from the house of Zaharoff, we have Signature Black Rose. Signature Black Rose, unique bottle, unique fragrance, unique rose fragrance. Spicy rose, oud, spices. It's beautiful. This is one of the greatest creations that Claude Deer has ever produced. George and his team with the rollout of this was spectacular, and this stuff is phenomenal. Unique take on florals, unique take on rose, black rose note, oud, spices, blended beautifully. The juice on this thing is so attractive as well. Look at that purplish, plumish looking juice. But this stuff is spectacular. Very masculine take on rose. So if you're looking for something that doesn't have a flattering floral presence to it, like, you know, with jasmines and orange blossoms and things like that, you don't get that here at all. A spicy rose is what you get, and I overly love this fragrance. Definitely something that will set you apart. This is not a trendsetter. This is an imposer, and in a good way. This stuff is phenomenal. Everything about it is great, and it definitely helps separate you from the competition. From the house of Zaharoff, we got Signature Black Rose. Great stuff, man. All right, y'all, so that's gonna wrap up this video. I know it kind of went a little bit long, but it's okay, because I really wanted to talk about these fragrances with this type of with this title or these type of situations for sure. So drop below down in the comments, what are some things that you guys consider to set yourself apart from the competition, no matter the arena. Hey, no matter the arena that we're talking about. Drop them down below, man. I would love to read your guys' comments and see what you guys got going on. Smell good family, love y'all, appreciate y'all, thank y'all for the support. As always, splack it up, splack it out, splack that thing all around. Positive energy, positive vibes. And remember, what you put onto this world is exactly what you are going to get back. For sure. Peace, y'all. Sparkle. I ain't a video ran kind of long. Oh well, hopefully y'all enjoyed it.